I have a new gadget and I'm pretty excited about it. This came in a few weeks ago and I intentionally left it in the box, hardly opened it at all, read just a little bit because I wanted to do it with you guys. This device is not a skincare device. It's actually for your hair. Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. I'm so excited you're here today. And if you're new, welcome in. I hope you'll consider subscribing while you're here and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you want all the good tips and tricks, you can sign up for my Sunday morning email newsletter. I send it out every Sunday morning. That's why it's called the Sunday morning email newsletter. The link is down below. It's very short, very sweet, and I try to include all the cool things I found during the week, good finds, great information, fun stuff, so that you don't have to. It's easy, it's free. All you have to do is click that link below, put your email address in there and your first name, and it'll end up in your inbox on Sunday morning. As I mentioned earlier, I have a new device that I'm going to be testing and trying, and I haven't tried anything new like this for a while, and I'm actually pretty excited about it because this is a topic that I get comments, emails, DMs, that sort of thing at least a couple of times a week now, and that is hair loss as we get older. I mean, come on. We know we lose collagen. We have to lose our hair too. It seems to be just a never-ending thing with getting older. But the good news is that there's smart people out there figuring out how we can age a little bit better, keep things flowing a little bit better, and I'm excited about this one. As you can see, I haven't opened it at all. They sent this to me. This video is not sponsored. However, they did gift this product to me to test and try. Let's go ahead and take it out of the box and take a look at it. And I'll have to tell you, I did read something on the cover that made me very excited. This is from a company called Hair Max. You might have heard of Hair Max before. There are several channels here on YouTube that have reviewed Hair Max, and to be honest with you, all of them have been good, or the reviews have been good. People say it really does work, so that's why I'm a little bit excited about it. I know that you guys have seen me do my hair quite a number of times, and I get comments that, oh my gosh, your hair is so thick, you have so much hair. Well, the fact is that I really don't. It just looks like that because of the hair products I use. I use Haielle hair products. I'll have them listed down below, and they do make my hair look fuller and thicker than it actually is. I have shared before that I am getting some male pattern baldness. You know, my hair is receding on the sides. I'm not going to show you today, but I promise when I do a review of this after I've tested and tried it for a while, I will have complete before and after pictures, so we'll be able to really track my process. This Hair Max device, I haven't even opened the box. I have read the little insert that they give you with it that talks about why this works. Here's what's on the front of this box that got me really excited. It says right here, as little as 3 minutes, 3 times per week. Are you kidding me? 3 minutes? I can get more hair with 3 minutes 3 times a week? I am all in if that's what the deal is. So this is a laser band, and you can see it right here. I haven't opened up the box, so I don't really know what it looks like yet, but this is the picture right here. We'll open it up in just a second. Inside the shipping box, it came with this little card that kind of talks about how this works. I'm going to read just a little bit of it because I think it's interesting and important. What to expect from Hair Max laser therapy. Laser therapy for hair growth works by reversing the hair miniaturization process. I've never heard about that before. So what miniaturization is that the hair follicle weakens due to aging. That makes sense to me. Genetic pattern hair loss and hormonal changes, also me, producing thinner and thinner hair. If left untreated, the follicle can die and permanently cease production of hair. Hair Max laser therapy has been clinically proven to be effective in reversing miniaturization by reducing inflammation, stimulating and energizing the hair follicle, increasing blood flow, and extending the hair growth cycle. I am all in, particularly if I only have to do it for 3 minutes 3 times a week. This looks good to me. All right, let's go ahead and open up this box that it came in. Okay, I'm going to take off the little thing here. So now we have the box with the product in it. And honestly, you guys, that's as much research as I have done on this. Although I have heard about it, they contacted me probably, gosh, it's been months, maybe 5 or 6 or 7 months ago. And I finally got around to about a month ago getting back to them and saying, you know what? Okay, I'll give it a try. They ended up sending to me. They were very, very nice. So here we have inside the box. I do like the fact that this is a band and not the whole thing. Not that the whole thing doesn't work. It's just that this seems easier to me. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out. So, this is flexible right here, and it looks like you just end up placing it over your head. Easy enough to do. And then inside you can see is the mechanism of action right in there, and it's underneath a plastic covering. So it looks like there's little nodes inside there that are actually going to shoot the laser in? I don't know. All right, also in the box is the little charger. So I would imagine that this, that goes just like this. So that's pretty handy right there. And then there's another little box right here. Let's see what's inside of this. So that's just the charger. Took me forever to open that box. I don't know. So the charger is right here. So back to how you use it. You use it 3 times per week for 3 minutes each, and your hair needs to be clean. In other words, your scalp needs to be clean of any hair care products, which means I'm going to have to wash my hair a little bit more than I do. I generally only wash it maybe once or twice a week, so I'll be washing my hair 3 times a week in order to use this with a clean scalp. It says here from 0 to 12 weeks, you may not notice visible results. However, changes are happening beneath the surface. I totally get that. Hair takes a while to grow. You know, it just does, except for the hair on my chin that seems to grow really easily, really quickly without any assistance from me. So I can't figure that one out. So 12 to 16 weeks, it says you may start seeing noticeable hair growth during this time. What I'm concerned about is I have receding hairline right here, and my hair is thinner all over my head. I know it doesn't look like it, but it really is. If you were here with me and you felt my hair, you'd go, oh yeah, you don't really have a lot of hair. I really don't. So 12 to 16 weeks, you might start seeing a little bit of a change. 16 to 20 weeks, during this period, you may begin to experience more benefits from treatment, including reduction of hair loss, healthier, thicker, fuller hair growth. I love that. And then post 26 weeks, it's not uncommon for some users to require more than 26 weeks to maintain and encourage full benefits. One thing that I did read on this, and I'm pretty sure this is what I read, is that you need to continue to do it. And you know what? That makes perfect sense to me. And I used to be frustrated thinking, why do I have to continue to do it? Well, it's just like going to the gym. If I don't continue to lift the weights, to work out, to use my rebounder, to walk and that sort of thing, the benefits fade. So I understand why using something like this to encourage growth or encourage improvement in your body, whether it's your hair or your skin, I understand why continued use is important, because we just need to give our more mature bodies a little bit more of a boost in order to produce the results that we're looking for. So I totally understand that. What I am going to do, you guys, is I'm going to start in probably tomorrow night or tomorrow morning after I wash my hair with this. Now it looks to be fairly flexible, so I don't think it's going to be uncomfortable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep you posted. I'll do a treatment tomorrow, and then in the next video or couple videos, I will let you know how it felt, if it was warm, if it felt tingly, if it was uncomfortable, that sort of thing, just to keep you updated on how it works. And I will keep progress as we move through. Probably not for at least 12 weeks, because it's just going to take time if it's going to end up working on my hair. I will take before and after pictures, like I said, and I will show you guys. You guys know, if you've been watching my channel, I have some hair loss. I look like my dad when I pull my hair back. You know, that whole male pattern baldness thing. And my hair is thinner than it was when I was younger, although I did not ever have super thick hair. So the fact that I have hair now is just a gift in my mind. This looks easy to use. It just has an on and off button right here. You plug in the charger right there. So easy peasy. Again, this is the Hair Max, and I have the Laser Band 82. So the Hair Max Laser Band 82. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to, oh look, it just turned on. I didn't even realize I did it. So look, it kind of looks like a red light. Oh, that's very cool. All right, so I'm going to turn that off. I am pretty sure that I'm going to have a discount code for you guys. It'll be linked in the description box down below if that's correct. I'm pretty sure that I will. And again, this is the Hair Max Laser 82. And we're going to see together if it really does help thinning hair. About 6 months ago, I sold just about everything I owned, packed up my SUV with a few things that I kept, piled in my dog and my cat, and drove across country from the Lake Tahoe area to Aiken, South Carolina. It was a fun journey, and actually everything went pretty doggone smoothly. There wasn't any drama. There weren't any problems. It all went smooth. It was just slow because I had a dog and the cat in the car with me, so I couldn't drive 8, 10, 12-hour days. It was a shorter day, so it took me a good, oh gosh, I think 7 or 8 days to get here. I have now been in Aiken, South Carolina, which is in the Midlands. They call it the Midlands. There's the upstate, there's the low country, and there's the Midlands. I'm in the Midlands, which is kind of in the middle of the state, hence the term. I have been here about 6 months now, and I can't even believe that. I was just counting it up on my fingers. It has gone by so very quickly. The reason that I left my home in the Lake Tahoe area and came out here to the south is because I really hadn't spent much time here, and I thought, gosh, wouldn't it be fun to kind of travel around the country, stay in different areas, and get to know that part of the U.S., do a little bit of traveling, get to know the culture, eat the food, have some fun. And so this is what I'm doing. Now that I've been here in Aiken, South Carolina for 6 months, I have thoughts. and I thought I would share them with you today. One of the things that I had heard all my life, and I spent the majority of my life on the West Coast. I was born and raised in Northern California. I lived there until, gosh, my daughters were gone. Then I moved up to the Lake Tahoe area, spent some time in Portland, Oregon, a couple of years in Montana, and then I traveled outside of the country for a couple of years as well. So I've actually traveled around quite a bit. Traveling is my thing. I don't miss people as much as I miss places. Oh my gosh, every single place I've been to has something wonderful and something I miss about it. Today I thought I would give you my thoughts on the South, having been here for these full 6 months, and how I really have found so many unique things about the South that I don't know if I was expecting them, but they are kind of surprising. The first thing I want to talk about is Southern hospitality. And oh my gosh, that is so very true. And of course, we've all heard the term Southern hospitality all our lives for a reason. And I've found out it's absolutely for a reason. I will say that the South is without a doubt the friendliest, warmest place I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot of places. There is something about the welcomingness of the South, the friendliness of the South, the caring of the South that is nothing like I have ever experienced. I am still so surprised when I am out walking Lucy in my little neighborhood and cars drive by and they wave. People wave, they say hello. And you know, coming from the West Coast, I really wasn't used to that. It doesn't happen like that out there. It is such a warm and welcoming part of the country. And although I had heard the terms Southern hospitality all my life, I didn't really understand it. It gets even deeper and richer than the neighbors waving when I go by. When you're checking out at a store, people are so kind. They call you hon, they call you Miss Kimberly. There is a gentility about this area that is just remarkable. It truly is. And the respect and gentleness which people communicate with is really so very lovely. What it has done for me is it seems just like a very peaceful, warm place to be. I really do feel like in my particular community, and I acknowledge that Aiken is probably a little bit of a special place in that it has a very, very small hometown feeling here. But the warmth that I feel and the safety that I feel in my neighborhood is really something I appreciate each and every day. So as far as Southern hospitality goes, oh my gosh, it is so true. And I can see why people who have spent time in the South or were born and raised in the South that end up leaving, I can see why they miss it so much. It is such a soothing comfort. You know that feeling that when you went to grandma's house, it always felt warm and safe and comfortable? It's like that. That's what the South feels like to me. The next thing I noticed about the South is the lushness of the whole terrain. And that's saying a lot because I was raised in Northern California. It's very green. It's very, very lush. But here it's almost crazy lush. You almost have to beat back the jungle here in South Carolina. It is green, it is rich, it is just so very overgrown with beautiful foliage, plants, and trees. I have an oak tree right outside of my home, and I'm looking at it right now, right outside my front windows. That is spectacular. I mean, it's a stunning oak tree that would be the centerpiece of any piece of property, and it's right outside in the meridian separating the street outside my home. It is lush and green and beautiful here. And you guys know that I started gardening, a little container garden. It's modest, but I am growing food. Everything has grown so well. And I actually just picked the tail end of my tomatoes yesterday, and it's December 10th today. If I had a greenhouse, I think I could grow tomatoes all year long. Truly. I have them on my counter. I'm hoping they're going to ripen. A few of them are ripe already. So very lush, very green. When I arrived here in Aiken, it was so hot. It was the 1st of July. It was hot and humid. And I thought, oh gosh, I'm really coming into the worst of the seasons. And you know what? It really wasn't that bad. It was hot. It was humid, but I've puttered along just fine. I ended up doing a lot of landscaping during that time. Took Lucy out for walks all the time. It was warm. You get used to it. I got used to it. The mosquitoes in the beginning were a bit much, but I finally started taking some vitamin B and kind of solved that problem. So the hospitality is just incredible. The lushness of the area is so stunning and beautiful. And the summer was warm, and I couldn't imagine that the winter would get cold. You know, I'm used to snow winters. Here it doesn't snow, and I'm really surprised when the weather turned. It was like overnight. One day it was warm, the next day it was cold, and I'll tell you what, temperatures that would be fine back in the Tahoe area, I was freezing here, and I'm not sure if it was because that it had been so hot and so humid that I just wasn't prepared for anything in the 50s or the 40s, but gosh, it felt so cold. But here's an interesting thing. There are some days where it can feel so cold, it's drizzly, it's raining, gosh, I just want to cuddle up underneath a blanket. The next day I walk outside and it's like, gosh, this feels like it's 60 degrees and with only overcast. So the weather during the winter is, for the most part, fairly mild and fairly manageable. It has been raining. I love the rain. I miss the rain so much. And it has been raining, which is wonderfully cozy for me. I've enjoyed every single bit of it. Another thing that I've noticed about the South is apparently this is where all the leaves are. All the leaves on the planet are here in the South. I'll tell you what, my front yard right now in my car covered in leaves. I'm waiting for that one tree in my front yard to give up all its leaves so I can just rake them all at once. I'll tell you, there are leaves everywhere, leaves for days, which made a beautiful fall season. It was stunning with red and gold and just glorious, glorious color. But now they're all falling and they're on the ground. So I'm going to have a little bit of leaf raking in my future. When I think about how the South feels to me, as I'm kind of looking at my whole experience, it just feels warm and accepting. That's what I've really noticed. Everyone has been so friendly, so kind, so polite, so generous with their time. It really has been a very warm and welcoming experience for me. I just have nothing but nice things to say. Of course, there is the food too. The food in the South is definitely very different, from collard greens to fried chicken to, of course, the barbecue, the hot sauce, the okra, all things that I love. And I have had a great time eating my way through the different towns that I've visited. So when it comes to the South, I can tell you it feels like a very, very warm, cozy bed that you just sort of crawl into and you feel safe and comfortable. It has been a great experience for me. I can't wait for the next 6 months to see what unfolds and what happens after that. Stay tuned. We just don't know at this point. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video with Lily Silk. And I'll tell you what, I am always so tickled when Lily Silk contacts me to work with them, because of all the pieces in my wardrobe, I can say that Lily Silk are just some of my absolute favorites. The thing with Lily Silk clothing is that they're classics, they're beautifully made, they last forever, and they look fabulous for a long, long time. And you guys have seen me wear my Lily Silk pieces over and over and over again during the past 3 years. So when they contact me, the answer is always, yes, absolutely. Now here's what happens when I work with Lily Silk. For instance, this last time around, they said we have a fall and winter catalog, and they give me a link and they say, go ahead and pick 4 pieces and we'll send those to you, and that's what you can model during the video. I'm like, I'm all over it. So this time what happened is that I went over to the fall and winter catalog. I picked my 4 pieces, but I was so torn because there were so many things that I absolutely loved on the site. And I just decided, I want 4 more pieces. Then I ended up ordering them myself with my own money. I did use a discount code, and they just came in about a week ago, and I thought it would be fun for us to open them up together. Now, Lily Silk always does such a beautiful job with their packaging, and these particular pieces all came in these little individual envelopes that just really look lovely. If you are looking for a good gift idea, I can tell you that Lily Silk is top-notch in their packaging. A lot of their pieces come in in beautiful boxes with a red ribbon around it. It just looks so gorgeous and so classy, just like their clothing. And I am even impressed with these little envelopes that these particular pieces came in. I haven't opened them up. I haven't seen them yet at all. I did select them off the website. Of course, as we open them, they're not going to be steamed, so they'll probably have some folds in them from the shipping, but nevertheless, let's have some fun and see what came in from Lily Silk. The first thing that was included, and they sent this as a gift, is one of their silk pillowcases. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you, I have been using the Lily Silk pillowcases since the very start of my channel when I very first heard about them. I have one on my pillow now. Of course, I use the Sleep and Glow pillow, and I have my Lily silk pillowcase on top of it. It's just lovely. If you haven't used a silk pillowcase yet, you might want to think about it. It is so beautiful to sleep on. It's very soft and gentle to your skin, and you're not going to get those deep creases that you can get with a cotton pillowcase. This particular pillowcase is gorgeous, and of course it has the zipper opening and closing right here. Lovely. I'm excited to give this one a try. And this video is not sponsored by Lily, so this is just my personal shopping here. I ended up ordering 4 pieces that I just really loved. So let's, oh my gosh, this first one, oh, I'm so excited about this. Everything comes very, very nicely wrapped, and the little sticker right here, Live Spectacularly. I was so in love with this pattern on the website. I have a navy blue silk button-up shirt from Lily Silk. It is stunning. You guys have seen it here on the channel, and I really liked the very classic cut of these shirts, and having a silk shirt in this cut. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I love this pattern. I just love it. Oh my goodness. These shirts are so classic. They're so well made. And look at the covered buttons right here. Oh my gosh, this is so very beautiful. Blue is a color that I like to wear, and I thought having something that's a unique and distinctive pattern would be so very pretty. So you can see it right here. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh my gosh. And look, it has a finished hem down here with vents on either side, so you can wear it tucked in or tucked out. And of course the half tuck would be a great look with this because it's a nice trim look on the back. Oh my gosh, I just love this. So what do you think? How's that look on my coloring? Does it work? So that was the first piece. Let's see what's up next. I really stuck with classics on this. There was just some really unique takes on the classics on all these pieces. I just am so thrilled. Oh, good, look at this. Oh my gosh. This is another silk shirt. Look at that color. Isn't that just so very stunning? Oh my gosh. I love this color. This is a little different cut and style than the pattern ones. You could see we have a little bit of detail here on the front right here. Beautiful finish on the sleeves. Oh, in the back, look at this. Isn't that just so very stunning? I love that color. Isn't that gorgeous? And these silk shirts hold up so well. My navy blue one, it's still one of my very favorite pieces. So this is beautifully detailed. The back, you can see right here, beautiful detailing. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So here's what it's gonna look like. You guys will be seeing me in this really soon. Okay, third piece now. I'm so excited to get these. Oh my gosh. This one is so special. I just fell in love with it on the website. This is a little bit more, in my mind, of a spring and summer piece, but I just absolutely loved it. I love a classic white shirt with a pair of jeans, a white shirt with a pair of black pants. It's just such a beautiful look. And I loved the unique detailing and styling on this particular shirt. Look at the cut of the sleeves right here. And then look at the boxed bottom right down here. It is so very cute. I know you guys can't see me behind this shirt. I absolutely love this shirt. See how it has this detailing down here on the bottom? I thought that this was such a beautiful take on a white shirt with a pair of jeans in the summer with a cute little pair of sandals. Oh, I just love it. So this is what it's going to look like. I'm so excited to wear this. What I do with my Lily Silk pieces is that I steam them. I have a steamer, I hang them up on a hanger, and I just gently steam them, and they look absolutely stunning. So this is my new white shirt for the spring and summer months. Isn't that gorgeous? And those sleeves, this is gonna be so cute. So the last piece, I love all of these. Oh, golly, I remember this one now. This is a beautiful knit silk tee. Long sleeve, just gorgeous, gorgeous material. So very beautiful. The reason that I ordered this is that a classic black shirt that goes season after season, beautifully cut, beautifully made, is just a staple in my wardrobe. And I love this look. It's got a V-neck. You can see it right here, and it's just beautifully made. A classic black shirt that's really quality is just so stunning in a wardrobe. I can wear this underneath a blazer, underneath a jean jacket, with a beautiful scarf. So much that I could do with this. So I'm going to wear it right here. You guys are going to be seeing that this winter as I film. I absolutely love it. And the material is so soft and so beautiful. I just love my pieces from Lily Silk. So here's how it looks. What do you guys think? So those are my latest pieces from Lily Silk. I really do love Lily Silk very much. Their quality clothing is just absolutely some of my favorites. And now I'm going to go hang these up and give them a steam. I made a pot of chicken tortilla soup this week that was so good. I am not kidding you. This is the third day I'm eating it for lunch. I am so excited about heating it up. That's how delicious it is. It has been super flavorful and has that warm kind of cozy wintertime soothing comfort food feel. So very good. I am just so excited to have it for lunch for the third day in a row. I am going to go ahead and link the recipe that I used, that I based the recipe on, but then I'm going to walk you through how I cooked it. It is so delicious. It's really not that hard. It mostly is just throwing stuff in a pot, and then I'm going to tell you what I topped it with, because it's all about the toppings with chicken tortilla soup. The first thing I did is I poached a couple of chicken breasts in some organic chicken broth. You guys know I do organic, and the chicken breasts are free-range chicken breasts that I get online. Cook's Venture is where I get my chicken from. So I poached the chicken breasts in some chicken broth, and then I set that aside. In that same pot, I then sauteed some onion, a lot of garlic, like 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. The recipe called for 2. 2's never enough for me. And a large jalapeno pepper. And I just sauteed them until the onion was kind of that translucent color. You know how it is. Then I poured the chicken broth back into the pot. I shredded the chicken. I added some cumin and some chili powder. And here's what I do with a recipe like this. I always double or triple the seasonings because I like my food to be really flavorful. And I found that the seasonings in a lot of recipes just isn't enough for me. I want more. So you guys can follow the recipe, but I always crank it up about 2 or 3 times. Once I had the chicken in there, all shredded, I let that sort of simmer for a little while because I want those seasonings into that chicken. Once it was kind of on the stove and the flavors were melding for a while, then I warmed it up a little bit more, and that's when I added a can of black beans, I do organic, and some organic frozen corn. And you can really use however much you want of those. I know the recipe is going to tell you a certain amount, but I always sort of adjust things to fit my taste. And then a large can, you know, the larger cans of crushed tomatoes. I used organic, and throw it in there, and then just a little bit of salt and pepper to season it up. I let it simmer on the stove at a really, really low heat for about an hour because I want those flavors to get really, really nice and good. And then it was time to create the toppings. What I put on my soup, and I'll tell you it's about the toppings, is first of all, I made some tortilla strip. Now, I don't eat chips from the grocery store. Why? Because they're cooked in seed oils, and seed oils are not good for you. Please don't eat them. And they're all seed oil cooked in the grocery store. So what I did is I just took some tortillas, some organic corn tortillas, cut them into strips, put them in a large bowl, and then I drizzled olive oil all over those tortilla strips, tossed it up until it was good and mixed and that oil was all over the strips, added a little bit of salt, actually added a good portion of salt, and put them in the oven at 350 until they were crisp. I think it took about 15 minutes, but you definitely want to watch them. What I did is I tossed them a couple of times while they were crisping up. So now I have these awesome tortilla strips that taste terrific, and they're cooked in a healthy oil. I used avocado oil. Actually, I used olive oil. Really, really tasty. And you know, you can eat these on your own. You don't need to put them in the soup. The other things that I put on my soup is sour cream. I have some grated cheddar cheese down here, some chopped cilantro, and I'm going to put in half a chopped avocado on top of my soup. I'll tell you what, if you cook this soup, you're going to be sending me an email telling me how incredibly delicious it was. So my chicken tortilla soup, honestly, this is one of the best recipes I've cooked in a long time, and it certainly hits that warm, cozy feeling, comfort, wintertime soup thing. So delicious. With the addition of the tortilla strips and all the other goodies on top, it's such a good feeling meal that is so filled with flavors, and all these different notes come together. It's absolutely delicious. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this vlog fun, useful, and helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You guys know it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. I'm gonna go have my lunch now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.